Hello, everyone. This is Kimatina from the Sweet Talk, and I'm happy to be here today to go over a few great updates that came out a few weeks ago on Google Slides. So this presentation or this episode is going to focus more on Google Slides and the updates that came out. I think that you're going to find them very helpful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen and go into Google Slides and show you exactly the updates. So one update that came out was the ability to have Google Keep incorporated into Google Slides. And this is similar to Google Docs, where you can add notes and stickers on the Google Keep notepad and use it as a reference for your students or for feedback. So in order to get to Google Notepad, you go to Tools, and right in here it says Keep Notepad. So you have to make sure that Google Keep is installed first in your account through the Chrome Web Store. So you'd want to go into the Chrome Web Store, and I will show you that. And you're going to want to search for Google Keep. And you're going to want to install the app, okay, not the extension. So once that's installed, then you can simply open up the app and you can add notes to your notepad or your Google Keep account. You can add stickers, you can add different references that you always provide to students on their documents or their assignments. So it could be used as a library. So right here, I added a few stickers and a specific comment about the Google slide deck. So what I'm going to do now is go back into the Google slide deck and go to Tools and Keep Notepad. And what happens is the Google Keep Notepad opens in the margin. And what I can do at this point here, if it's a sticker, I can just simply click and drag the sticker into the presentation. And I just gave my student feedback by using a sticker. Or if I wanted to, I can scroll down to my comment and I can copy the comment by highlighting it, do a Control-C, and I can go into my Google presentation, highlight the area that I want to leave this comment on, and simply click Comments. And I can do a Control-V and paste it. And now I just gave my students some feedback about this slide presentation. So the Google Keep option is a nice feature to keep a library of common comments or stickers so that you can give feedback to your students. If you use it in Google Docs, then you may find it helpful in Google Slides. So I'm just going to delete all that stuff out. So that's the first update. The next update is link slides. So what you can do is on your master slide deck or your master presentation, you can have a slide that you always give the same information on. So for instance, when I give Google presentations, I always have a contact me slide, and I'm always updating the slide continuously because I'm always updating the contact information and everything. So for this example here, I can add and what I want to do is insert all this onto another slide deck, which is my Demo 2 slide deck. So, because I don't want to keep typing everything over and over again. So what I'm going to do is go back to my Demo 1 slide deck, and I'm going to right click on the slide, copy, and then I'm going to go into my Demo 2 slide deck, and I am going to right click and click paste. And it should insert a new slide. And right here, it's asking me if I want to link the slides. So if I want to link the slides, which in this case I do, I simply click on this option here, link slides, and you can see that there's a little link icon that shows up here in the right corner. Now this slide in the Demo 2 presentation is linked to this slide in the Demo 1 presentation. So now if I want to update my contact information, I'm only going to update it on my master slide deck, which is my Demo 1. So I entered the Tech Lady Express. I go back into my Demo 2 slide deck, and I click on the link here, and I click Update, and it automatically refreshes the information. So it takes the information from the master slide deck and updates it on to any additional slide decks that you may have linked to. So I think that's a really cool feature to have, especially if you always have, like I said, the same slide on every single slide deck that you have. You just update the one slide deck, link the rest of them, and update it, and you're good to go. So let's go back to the Demo 1. Another nice feature that came out are you have two ways to view the slides in your slide deck. You have the film strip view, which is displayed here on the bottom left corner, which is the default, or you can go into grid view. And grid view just takes the slides and it lines them up in rows like how this is shown here. And if I want to go back to the film strip view, I just select it on the bottom. So this is a nice feature that you can use to maybe see more of your slides on one screen. And, you know, it's a nice way you can toggle back and forth between the two views. So that's a nice feature that they added. Another feature that they added was you can now insert diagrams in your Google slide deck. So what I'm going to do for this example is add a new slide. And I'm going to change the layout of this slide. Actually, let me change it to a blank slide layout. So right now, you can go to the Insert menu and go to Diagram. And this new feature is going to allow you to enter different types of diagrams. You have a hierarchy diagram style, you have a timeline, you have a process, you have a relationship, and you have a cycle. So you can insert all these different types of diagrams into your slide deck. So if I want to do a hierarchy, I can select the different levels or how deep I want to display this information. And then I can pick the style that I would like to insert into my slide. So let's just pick this one. And boom, I'm done. So I have a graphic organizer. The students can brainstorm. The students can organize their information in a number of ways. They can also insert another slide, and they can go back, and if they wanted to insert a cycle, they can do that also. This one here we can put in here, and they can simply just go into the diagram, and they can change the content of the information here. So, and it's very easy for them to manipulate the information for their classes here. So this is a nice feature that you can use with your students. It'll definitely allow them to have more freedom in brainstorming quickly and easy, rather than using Google Drawings or a third-party tool like Storyboard That or Poplet or even Padlet. This is a nice quick interaction between graphic organizers and Google Slides. So this feature, I think, is going to be very helpful for a lot of students and teachers. Another nice feature that came out is the feature to be able to skip a slide. So if I'm presenting this information to an audience and I want to skip slide number 3, meaning I don't want to show this slide to my audience, I want to hide this slide, All I have to do is highlight the slide, go to the menu, click slide, and hit skip slide. And you're going to see a little eye or preview with a line in it, meaning it's hidden. So now if I go to the beginning and present, it's not going to display the cycle slide. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature for trainers or for facilitators presenting information to a group of people. You can hide your slide. So if I want to unhide it, I just simply go to the slide menu, click on skip slide, and it is now visible. So that's a nice feature. But one of the major, this is the last option, and this is a major upgrade to Google Slides, and this is what gives Google Slides a lot of power, is having the ability to use add-ons now. So if you're familiar with add-ons from Google Docs, Google Sheets, or Google Forms, it's the same concept. So what add-ons are is it allows you to enhance your functionality within your tool or your app. So you can go to the add-ons menu and you can select get add-ons. And once you find an add-on and install it, it's done. You don't have to install it again. So these are all the add-ons that are made available now for Google Slides. And you can see there's not that many to pick from because, like I said, it just came out. The Pear Deck Google add-on is a great feature for interaction between teachers and students. Teachers can add their slide deck and incorporate Pear Deck so that students can interact with questions and teachers can keep pace of the presentation on the student devices. So this is a nice feature. If you used Pear Deck before, try it out in your Google slideshow. You'll probably like it. You'll like the integration. And what it does is it creates a Pear Deck folder in your drive with your Pear Deck content. So everything's stored in your drive. Another nice one is the Shutterstock editor, which will allow you to edit images right here in Google Slides. And another one is Adobe Stock, which is another great add-on that will allow you to add their stock images into your slide deck or your presentation. Lucid charts you may not even need now because the diagram chart is available now within Google Slides, but you can still certainly use Lucid chart diagrams add-on here, and it'll definitely give you a lot more options to select from. This is new, math equations. I haven't used this yet, but this certainly may be useful or helpful for math teachers. So there's a lot of different add-ons here that you can play around with. The ones that I looked into was Pear Deck, Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, those three. Lucid Chart I didn't really play with that much. I was pretty impressed with the Pear Deck add-on and the interaction between Google Slides and the Pear Deck add-on. So that was actually nice. So if you want, you can always read about these updates on my blog, The Tech Lady. I blogged about it and I gave a lot of information basically about the updates, and I also included a screencast here that you can certainly view, and hopefully this information will help you utilize these new updates to Google Slides. So that's about it for Google Slides. I really hope you found this screencast helpful in this episode. Next week, I'll be going to the Google headquarters in Mountain View, California for Top Contributor Summit. So I'm looking forward to sharing some information that I learned out there with you, and give you, a lot of great other resources about the different apps and different different updates on what's going on on their products. So I look forward to sharing that information with you. So I hope you found this episode helpful. If you need any additional information, you can always email me at matinakim@gmail.com, or you can find me on Twitter at the Tech Lady, and you can always email the Sweet Talk Show at sweettalkshow@gmail.com. All right. If you have any questions, I'm here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye.